I'm going to give you 7 essential starter farms in Minecraft 1.18 Survival Bedrock Edition. Then I'm going to give you the world download and the seed number because this seed is incredible. Hello everyone and welcome to another video from me, Avomance. Today I'm going to show you 7 Bedrock starter farms that you totally need in your new Minecraft 1.18 Survival world. And what's more, I'm going to build it inside this incredible seed and then I'm going to give you a world download. You need this seed in your life. It is amazing. I'm going to make all the farms around this open plains area by this village right next to spawn with gorgeous icy mountains in the distance. So let's crack on. First off, let's make some food farms. Find your perfect spot and place a double chest into the ground like that. Shift click a hopper there, you'll see the nibs going into the chest, and then a third hopper into that side, and a fourth hopper going into that side like that. That's the maximum width you're going to be able to make this. Then grab your structural block and place a structural block on either side of those hoppers. Jump on top of your row of blocks, place another block right there and one block right there. You're going to have to place a sign there, 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 and also there. That creates a nice row. And then you want to place a dispenser, jump on top here, facing into that row like that, and a button, shift click onto the side of that. You then want to grab yourself another block on top there, and that creates a bit of a channel that we're going to be working with in a moment. Then put a block right there, some glass coming across 1, 2, 3 and 4, another block there, more glass coming across 1, 2, 3 and 4, and finally glass 1, 2, 3 and 4. Shift click a block on top of your dispenser and shift click another block on the side of that. Then place 4 more signs along here on this top row of blocks that you've already placed, which should leave a gap at the same level as the dispenser that is 4 wide. We're now going to build a platform on that row. So we're going to come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got a platform that is 4 by 3, exactly like that. We're then going to build a wall all the way around it that is too high. So you should end up with something that looks like that. You then want to be placing a row of blocks across the top of that and grabbing buckets of water and place a bucket of water there, 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 and also there. That allows the water to flow all the way along, but those signs stop any further flow. Once that water's in, come along to the underside of your farm and build in a little row to encapsulate that entire section just there. And if it offends you, perhaps stick yourself a couple of blocks right in there so as it looks like it's supported. Then create yourself a set of steps that goes up into the system, and we're going to bring some cows up. Now I've found myself a few cows and I just need to lure them in. As soon as I hold this wheat, the cows get very excited. If I come closer to them, you can see they come running along their little legs like that, and they will follow me up these stairs because they're not very bright, you see. And if I come all the way up to the top of the stairs like this, those cows are loving it. They want this wheat so bad, they'll allow me even to push them into the water. Come on, you cow here. And it doesn't learn from its friend because, well, it sees its friend go into the water, but even so, it still comes back up again to get pushed into the system by me. And I can carry on doing that until I've got enough cows. I would bring in at least 6 cows. Now, if you've not got 6 cows anywhere near you, you can breed them up. But if you do, you need to make a slight adjustment. If you've not got 6 cows, don't put the water in your system yet and place a lower slab across the bottom here. That's going to enable you to breed these cows up so as you can get at least 6 into the system with baby cows growing up into adult cows before you remove those slabs and then place in the water. Once you're all sorted, get these cows bred and they will have babies. Those babies will then flow into the underside of your system right here, like that. Hello babies, and they just need to wait to grow up. Whilst they're waiting, place a bucket of lava inside this dispenser and that will be what kills the cows when they're adults. And you can either leave the steps at the back or you can place a ladder which will take you up to the top. And it's always a good idea just to light up anything around your build to make sure that you don't get any mobs spawning. And if the sound of these cows bobbing up and down just gets too much, place yourself 4 dispensers right inside your farm there, and then a row of redstone like that on the back. Press that button and that will suck all of that water straight back in. But remember, do not let the lava out at the bottom until you have dispensed that water back out again. Otherwise you're going to find you're going to have fire in your top section. You can see our baby cows are all grown up now. Let's flip that switch, out goes the lava, burns all of them up. We can then unflip the switch, sucks the lava back in again, but in the meantime the cows are burning to death and giving us all of that lovely loot inside our chest. We get leather and we get cooked beef. Then all we need to do is breed up our cows again and do it all again. Let's look at the next one. Chickens next, and this one is a little bit smaller. Put a chest into a hole like that, and behind it shift click a hopper on top. Then grab a dispenser and from behind put a dispenser so as it's facing towards that hopper. Then grab a slab and shift click a slab on top of that and get some glass and put some glass on the front of that one. Remove that so you can access the chest, and that's the start. Bring a trapdoor and place it flat next to that slab, then one on top of it using shift and flap them up. Do exactly the same on the other side. Flap them up, grab another hopper, pop it into the back of that dispenser and then place a solid block on top of the dispenser. Then grab another block of glass and pop that on top of that as well. Place a temporary block on top of that dispenser, and then on the bottom place a trapdoor on all three sides like that. Flap those up, and on top what we're also going to do is we're going to pop a trapdoor so as it flaps up like that. Get rid of the block inside and close that down. Now dig a hole 3 deep and drop yourself down inside it, because we are going to need to place an observer facing this direction, so that redstone bum is facing right up there. You're then going to place a block back there and a piece of redstone dust on top of that. Then build yourself back up to the surface here. Get rid of that block and place a redstone dust on top of that, and then grab a comparator and place a comparator so as it is on top of that observer facing away from the hopper. Whenever a signal comes through that hopper into the comparator, the observer's going to see it, let out a redstone fart, and that is going to power the dispenser on the back end there and shoot eggs into your system. Flip this trapdoor back up and make this another 1 level higher. This is going to allow you to not have your chickens fall out of your farm, exactly like that. We can then place another one on top that can close it up really nicely. Place a set of steps at the back so as we can drop these fellas in, because we need to go and get ourselves some chickens. We now need some of these guys, and you can tempt them in with wheat seeds in exactly the same way as you did with the cows before. You'll find you've got a number of chickens inside your farm. You may not get them all in, sometimes you do get the odd escapee. The more chickens you've got inside here, the more eggs you are going to get. Place down a bucket of lava on the top there. It won't flow down to the bottom because that slab is going to stop it. You then need to leave this thing a few minutes to prime, and you can take down that step in the meantime. If you want to breed up your chickens in your system with a few seeds, that's another way of doing it as well. And you'll end up with the baby chickens living inside your farm right here. The baby chicken's hitbox is below the lava so it doesn't get burned, but when it grows up it dies to lava and gives you cooked chicken. I know it does feel a little bit vicious, but you know, you got to eat, right? And this one will also give you feathers, which is dead useful. This one is a fish farm that will also give you XP. You want to raise a chest up off the ground by 1 block, exactly like that. Then come around the back, stick another structural block there and a temporary block right there. That temporary block can then be surrounded by trapdoors in exactly this way, and you can then get rid of that temporary block. That is all you need. Inside that temporary block space, onto the block, not onto the trapdoor, place a fish in a bucket. That's going to be very happy to live there for the rest of its life. Then get an oak sign, doesn't have to be oak, but oak works because that's what I've got, and place oak sign on all 3 sides using shift click onto the chest like that. And then you need to waterlog the chest by highlighting the chest with a bucket, pressing shift and popping that in there. That is now a waterlogged chest and you'll be able to fish against it. Come to the very front of your farm and dig down 3 blocks, 1, 2 and 3, and then come sideways another 2 exactly like that, and then to the side place yourself a double chest and then put a hopper into the side of that chest there. You also want to come down 3 blocks in this direction also, because we want to put a minecart with hopper on top of that hopper there. Now you do that, shift click a track onto that, minecart with hopper on top of that track, and then you need to highlight the track, not the hopper but the track itself. delete that, and that minecart with hopper will fall onto the hopper. You can then dig yourself back out of here, and we need to get some signs around it. So place a sign there, place a sign there, and place a sign right there. That is going to hold back some lava in collaboration with 2 more blocks that sit exactly there. Lava goes onto that block and shouldn't flow anywhere. Then get yourself some slabs and place them so you don't fall in the lava. That setup should work perfectly. Then all you need to do is grab your fishing rod and come right up against your slabs as far as you can go and hit the right mouse button on that sign. That sign will then fish away for you. You don't even need to take the bite. As soon as that catches a fish, the lava is going to cause the bobber to strike, catch the fish, suck it in through into that chest, and then you can then press your right mouse button again to cast it out again. After a little while, you'll gather up XP and you'll start to get a decent amount of stuff in your chest. And it's not just fish you get, you do get other stuff too, including enchanted books. Now, I appreciate this one isn't fully automatic, but at least you don't have to sit there and hit your button exactly when you strike for the fish. The system does it for you. This next farm counts as 2 different farms because it's either going to give you cactus or it's going to give you Bonemeal at the flip of a switch. First up, dig a T shape that is 3 long and 5 across, exactly like that, and dig it down 3 deep in the centre and 2 deep on the sides like that. Then grab a chest and pop the chest in there. You're then going to place your hopper into that chest exactly like that. You want to get a piston facing in there, a piston facing in there, and place a structural block right above that piston. And then what you want to do is you want to get yourself another hopper and place it in there, and another hopper and place it in there, but then get yourself a composter and place it either side. It doesn't matter which side you put it, as long as you put it on one of the sides. Then replace the dirt on there and there, replace the dirt on there, and place yourself a trapdoor right there so you can access your chest very, very easily. We are then going to take out 2 blocks by the sides of this structural block, and we're going to place ourselves buttons there and there. Now what that's going to allow us to do is to replace the hopper with that composter. So if I press that button there, that then becomes a Bonemeal farm. If I place this button here, that becomes a standard cactus farm. You probably want to put a sign on those so you know which way round it is. We're then going to place 3 glass blocks right there, 2 upside down steps, doesn't matter what you use, I'm just going to use stone because it matches the other blocks, and then 3 more blocks on either side. I'm using glass just so as I can see it. It doesn't have to be glass at all. I'm then going to finish off with another 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then I'm going to come around all the way along the back to create a rectangle. I'm now going to place 8 sand blocks separated by 1 block across the center of this farm, so you should end up with 8 blocks inside it completely. And I'm then going to build up this wall another 1 high all the way around. From here I can place cactus on all of my sand blocks like this, and then I can grab some gates and I can place a temporary gate there, and then a gate next to it, temporary gate there, gate next to it, temporary gate there, gate next to it, temporary gate there, gate next to it. I'm going to open these gates like that, and I'm going to come around and I'm going to remove the temporary gates because they're just going to get in the way. These are going to stop any cactus from getting caught up on any other block. Things like fence posts or blocks, cactus can land on top of it and despawn. This has no hitbox as a gate, so therefore the cactus should just fall straight down. I'm then going to grab some water. I'm going to place a water bucket in that corner, come all the way to the other side, a water bucket in that corner, so no matter where a block lands in that water, it will always find its way into that hopper. I'm then going to raise this another 2 levels. Exactly like that. And that's your cactus farm done. However, if you wanted to, you could stack this up so you've got multiple levels. If you're going to do that, place some light in the walls. I like to use glowstone, or you could use any other light really you'd like that exactly. And then place another level using slabs across this opening here. So you get a second tray exactly like that with a hole directly over that first hopper. Then just repeat what you've got below on top of this tray, including the water and the gates, and you can do that as many levels as you'd like. I've made one 3 high for the world download. Sometimes if you need a lot of stone or cobble or maybe even stone brick, you really want to generate that cobblestone rather than have to go and mine it under the ground. Here is a really easy cobblestone generator. Place down a double chest onto the ground and into the front of it place a hopper using shift click so the nib goes into that chest, and then place 1, 2, 3 more of those hoppers around it. We're going to then place 1, 2, 3, 4 and then ring around these hoppers with some solid blocks. We're then going to come to the side and we're going to come around it one more time. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build up on this side another row, and on this side another row, and at the back a row as well. We're then going to place another row there and another row there. This back one we're going to pop out and we're going to turn that into a piece of wood, and I'll show you why that is later. We're then going to get an upside down stair just there and a sign just there. You can write whatever you want on it, maybe, if that's what you like to do. That's perfect. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get stairs and come along 1, 2, 3 and 4. That chest will still open because that is a stair there, and then we're going to waterlog these stairs 1, 2, 3 and 4, giving us infinite water sources running straight over there. We're then going to bring another ring around here, but we're not going to go on that side. We're going to go on top of those steps, bring it round all the way around like that, and then place a lava bucket in the top there. That is the end of your farm. Where that lava drops on, that's going to create stone, because stone and flowing water makes stone like that. And then if you've got a silk touch pick, you'll get stone. If you've got a normal pick, you'll get cobble. Now occasionally you can get fire tick coming down and causing you some problems on this spot where you could be AFKing. So place an upside down step and a bucket of water, waterlog that so as it is no longer able to come on fire. That's a bad thing if you're standing on it. And then with your pick, just sit here and mine away at your blocks. Those blocks will go into your chest exactly like that. Finally, we are going to make an XP farm that also smelts all your items. This one is properly super simple. Dig yourself out a shape in the ground like that, so it's like a 2x2 square with 2 bits coming out of the side. Then place a double chest there and shift click a hopper going into the side there, into the back, and into the side. So all 4 of those hoppers are feeding into that single chest. Then shift click a smoker there, a standard furnace there, and another standard furnace there. Come around the back and shift click a hopper into each of these 4 workstations like that. Behind the smoker, put a single chest, again using shift click, and another single chest there using shift click, and then a double chest at the back. We then need to get some more hoppers and shift click a hopper into the top of each of the smokers and the top of each of those furnaces. Then place chests on all of these hoppers like that. That one at the back will become a double chest. These furnaces are going to be for smelting anything that's not food, and these furnaces here can smelt any food items. And then finally, to take control of your XP farm, place a lever on each of these workstations. When you turn them on, that will stop things moving through to the chests so you can take them out of the workstation to gain your XP. Leave them up for the XP to accumulate. Now you could leave that there now if you want, or you can give it a little bit more decoration. I like to make it look a little bit more like some kind of fireplace with these upside down brick steps and a number of trapdoors that go around the outside just to hide up those hoppers. It makes it look a little bit nicer. You can do it however you want. Now place your fuel into the chest at the back and the things that you want to smelt into the chest at the top, and they will keep going through until it runs out, and then you can grab the XP by firing off those levers and picking out an item from the furnace. And I really recommend potatoes. Potatoes are amazing for XP in Bedrock. So there you have 7 really useful farms for Minecraft 1.18 Survival Bedrock Edition. This world is now available for download. I will also put the seed of this world in the description below. So if you want to just come in and use the seed, which is absolutely brilliant, then feel free to do that. If there are any other farms that you would like me to have a go in Bedrock, please do let me know in the comments below. It'd be great to hear from you, and I'd love to have a go at them. If you have enjoyed this video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know you enjoyed them, and I will keep on making. Also, if you're not done already, please do hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see you in my sub club, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.